Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Today, Dimitri is in Salem, freaking out at a knock on his hotel door and hearing someone yell from the other side that they know he's inside. When Dimitri tries to hide, the individual yells through the door that he is not a member of the police. Bewildered, he lets Darius Rose, also known as Jackie Cox, in. They reminisce about their previous encounter, which occurred on Beyond Salem, and Miss Cox offers him her passport to escape. From Canada, Darius has been monitoring Dimitri and Leo. He traveled to Canada to expose Leo in exchange for a payoff, but he was apprehended. Alternatively, he may grant Dimitri safe passage to Canada while abandoning Leo to suffer in prison. He remains enraged that Leo abandoned their marriage due to his infatuation with Craig, their Mark. Darius lost his green card as a result, and he was deported to Canada. Leo Stark is playing you just like he plays everyone else, even though you might think he loves you. To transform Dimitri into Diane Von Fabulous and get him across the Canadian border, he brought some drag. Darius makes it apparent that his only goal is to harm Leo, not to assist Dimitri. Though Darius maintains their love was true as well, Dimitri thinks theirs is real. Up until Leo parted ways with him, he must now be disciplined. Although Dimitri seems to be thinking about it, Sloane texts him to confirm that the agreement is official. Darius makes an attempt to dissuade him. Channel is about to return to the tavern when Tate interrupts her in the Horton Town Square with a terrified confession. Instead of paying off his school debt, he asked for a job at the bakery so he could support himself financially. Dude, I don't really give a damn about what you do with your money. She turns to go again, but he stops her and asks to show him how to operate the oven. After telling him to complete the application, she walks away. In the meantime, Johnny and Holly are discussing the Eric/Nicole DNA test. Johnny feels awful for Nicole and EJ. No doubt that will break Nicole's heart when she eventually discovers that Sloane's child isn't really hers and has to confront the truth. Johnny wants to talk to Holly about something, but Channel is unable to find out. So Holly turns her attention to how amazing he looks wearing her jewelry. When her phone rings to alert her that Channel is on her way back, she chooses to ignore it. Johnny then informs Holly that he needs her assistance in celebrating his and Channel's wedding day. She smiles and offers to help, placing her hand on his as Channel enters. Johnny receives a call from Sydney at that very moment, and she checks her phone and thanks Tate for nothing. Channel takes a seat and informs Holly that she is fully aware of her little crush. She is clearly in love with Johnny, which is okay, but he is too old for her. Her stepbrother, and 3. He is already involved. By me? As Tate enters, Holly fabricates a tale about how they can't be together, despite her insistence that her crush is on Tate and not Johnny. While Tate is staring at the ceiling, Johnny returns and wonders what everyone is talking about. Nicole is nearly giddy with joy when she returns to the hospital. She then notices Eric's troubled expression and surmises that it is because he is worried he will lose his child. This little boy is not yours if it turns out that he is mine. She maintains that she should worry about him even though he encourages her not to. He persists in emphasizing to her how crucial her mental health is. At last, though, he acknowledges that it wasn't difficult at all to do this for her. It's not her son, his baby. Nicole screams at him for treating her like she's insane and rolls her eyes at Marlena, telling Eric that losing someone can cause the mind to take a leap. She saw her baby, cuddled him, and witnessed his first breath. This little one right here. This is my child. Nicole goes on about Sloane snatching the baby and how many kidnappings there are in Salem. And Eric admits he wasn't there for all of that. But he still wonders how he could have ended up with the baby. Far-fetched. Your wife is capable of doing it if I am. Angry, Eric grabs the infant and goes to see how Kayla is doing. Sloane restates that Dimitri will turn himself in provided that EJ drops all accusations against Leo in the Salem Police Department interrogation room. Leo and EJ both look shocked, and then Sloane takes EJ aside for a private conversation. Though Sloane assures EJ that Dimitri will show, EJ doesn't think he will, and that he won't find a better fish than this. It should be Dimitri who bears the cost. Not for homicide, though. She informs him that's off the table. Other than murder, Dimitri is handing himself in for a number of other offenses. EJ is overflowing with, "Take it, Mr. Demira. You won." Sloane exhales deeply as EJ departs to prepare the paperwork. Leo, however, declares he doesn't want the deal when she breaks the good news to him. The idea of Dimitri going to jail gives him a panic attack, but Sloane calms him down by persuading him that Dimitri wants to deliver this to him. If someone loves you this much and wants to offer you a present, as your attorney, please accept their generosity. At last, he consents to do the right thing at the exact moment that Eric calls Sloane to inform her about the DNA test, terrifying the hell out of her. He maintains that getting Nicole to leave them alone is a good thing, despite her outrage. "You and I both know how those tests are going to come out." She informs Leo she has an emergency when he hangs up. When Dimitri arrives, simply sign the paperwork, and he will be released. The deal is finalized. She bolts from there. When EJ returns with Leo's contract in the closing seconds of the show and inquires about Sloane's whereabouts, Leo shrugs and says he won't need his lawyer here. "I'm going to trust a Demira just once." As he makes his sign, Dimitri enters the space. My love hell. Jackie Cox slays in the clothes she gave Dimitri back at the hotel. The whole fake crush, can't be together because of Tate's dad routine, is then experienced by Holly. Tate, though, refuses to comply. Not accurate. We can go on dates. He is unaffected by his father's opinion. Sloane rushes inside Catala's workspace in search of Nicole. "You really came charging in here like a bat out of hell, wow. Are you afraid that the game is over?" Nicole claims that the truth will surface and that she has been here before. When Eric brings the infant in, Sloane insists that the test end. She never agreed to have her DNA tested. "I apologize, but it seems a bit late for that." He quickly pulls out an envelope. "Right here, I have the test results." The dance is now underway. Now that Eric and Nicole have the results of their baby's DNA test in hand, at least that's how it appears on Days of Our Lives. However, in the Monday, December 4 episode, Sloane abruptly interrupted Eric and Nicole, demanding an end to the DNA test, which Nicole saw as evidence of her guilt. Despite appearing uncertain, Eric has completed the test and now holds the results. Nicole only needs to take the results from him, read them, and discover the truth about her child. Or is it going to? Is Sloane's plan truly going to go apart? Not in a million years. She undoubtedly has something up her sleeve to make sure they say what she wants them to, even if they read through the tests. Perhaps she and Melinda managed to get to their dishonest physician in time to threaten to send him to jail if he couldn't figure out how to change these results. Perhaps she was thinking of something else. Thanks for watching if you liked this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.